in, the man had shaved his beard off, which was like down to here, and his girlfriend took the beard and glued it on to her face.
Hi guys, and welcome back to On the Plus Side with myself, sharonD from Ireland.com. And today I have with me Bruce from Murder on the Menu. Hi Bruce.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing great. What a few of our viewers might not know is I actually work for Bruce at Murder on the Menu. Because how long? Maybe 2 years?
I'd say 2 or 3 years at this point, yeah.
Yeah, and I love it. For me, it's like my night out because I have children and family, and we have so much fun. So, Bruce, why don't you tell us what Murder on the Menu offers?
So Murder on the Menu is a murder mystery themed event management company. We offer team building activities for our corporate clients, and we offer some really great activities for hen parties when ladies are planning their night out.
Really great activities. I mean, I have so much fun doing the events. I've missed them so much. I really have. It's like, oh, no murder mysteries. No one's getting killed this weekend.
Exactly.
So, coming back, I mean, Bruce, we've had like social life has changed so much. So we're gonna come out of this. It's not gonna last forever, and people are gonna want to do stuff again, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So, what we are, I suppose, one of our biggest clients would be, well, the two biggest clients would fall into hen parties and corporates, right?
Sorry, just repeat that.
I just said like two of the main people that use us are probably hens with the hen parties.
Yeah, absolutely.
Obviously, weddings are being postponed and everything else. It doesn't mean that you can't still have your hen or a couple of hens. I would.
Yeah.
And also the corporates, because coming out of this, team building is going to be huge. So, how do we do that at Murder on the Menu?
Well, I know that, since March, when the restrictions were imposed, that a lot of hens have missed out on their opportunity to get together and to celebrate. And so our focus is going to be on creating pricing packages that reflect great value, but also we want to make sure that all of our hens are protected. So, for the reopening, we're looking at larger venues that offers more space for our hen parties, as well as, we're looking, we placed an order for some PPE for ourselves. We're looking at masks, hand sanitizer, so that when ladies are ready to, book and organize their night out, that they can feel protected, feel safe, and also feel like they're getting great value for their event.
And I think that's really interesting because the thing is, I don't know if you noticed this, Bruce, in Dublin, in Galway, definitely. Even when you go shopping in Galway, everyone knows everyone. You meet the same people all the time. And I meet women that I see regularly at the swimming pool. I've seen them I have seen them naked in the locker room. And you see them in the shop and they're kind of like, oh, there's not even a smile. The social skills seems to have been damaged. Can I say that much?
I think that people have, I think that the isolation, number one, has been a contributing factor to an overall downward spiral of a lot of people's mental health. And it is that lack of physical interaction with other people, and also, the camaraderie and the fun of it. Like, we don't just provide a murder mystery activity or a game show activity. What we provide is an experience for our guests. And that experience, part of that is the anticipation of the event. It's the meeting, it's the, seeing what people show up with in terms of costumes, and it's that whole element of fun that really seems to be, you know, missing in people's lives. There's only so much joy you can get from, you know, a TV series on Netflix. You know, people are really craving and they're thirsty for something more. And I think that people are really looking forward to having that social interaction again, having a bit of crack, and you know, just being with other people, you know, in a fun environment.
Yeah, and I think the whole kind of safe and structured comes into it, especially with Murder on the Menu, because for those that don't know, because you know the business inside and out, but before I started working for you, I was like, oh, I wonder what that is. But you do actually help people beforehand, kind of set the scene. They get the information sent to them. Maybe they want to dress up, maybe they don't. Some really go for it. I mean, we have
Yeah,
so much fun. There's so many different scenarios. There's like the hen party. There's the really glamorous things. There's going back in time, vintage stuff. There's so many themes. So you get sent
yeah.
all this information, and you get to yeah, have fun with it basically. So when you arrive, a lot of the time the girls arrive and they're already in their characters. You know?
Yeah, and have been for the past 24 hours. And absolutely, I mean, there's a lot of, I think what's also great about this business is that we provide a lot of variety to people. Like, it's not just one single murder mystery with one storyline. As you said, we have a 1920s theme, we have a 1980s theme, we have old traditional Agatha Christie murder mystery, we have a hen party theme, we have the Oscar night after party theme, which is, you know, our most popular. And then of course there's the game show, which is fully customizable. You can choose almost any category, any set of questions you want. And so I think it's that variety and it's that spice and that intrigue that's really going to get people, you know, interested, and working with us again in the future.
Definitely. And it is now, Bruce, I'm going to put you on the spot here. I don't know if this is allowed. What is your favorite murder menu mystery theme?
Oh, I'm gonna say it's our Oscars after party one. It's just because it's the activity that has been a favorite for so many years. And like, people have made it such a fun experience because, you know, I don't know, like, I don't know the clients individually when they book, right? Or the hen party, I don't know the characters that are coming. And so for me personally, what has always been a tremendous source of satisfaction is when people come dressed up and they have taken the character and made it their own, and they just run with it for the whole night, whether it's hen parties or corporate events. People just, like, the ones that really get into it, they have the most fun. And it's me seeing them enjoy themselves so much that brings so much joy to my life, because this is a business based on fun, right? Even though we get booked for the odd funeral or like
Really?
anniversary. Yeah, we once were booked for we were booked for an event down in Wicklow. It was a family getting together to celebrate their nan's anniversary of her death, but she was born in 1920. So they had requested a 1920 themed murder mystery, and to see the whole family dress up with trilbies and flapper dresses, and just get so into it, and to celebrate their grandmother's life after all these years, it was just amazing, and I loved it. And I
That
love it
is
when people do that.
amazing. That is amazing. I think one that stands out for me would be around Christmas time. And there was a birthday party. I think it was somebody's 50th or something. But literally, or wasn't even a birthday party. I think the family just got together and done something really cool every Christmas. But it wasn't just the family, it was extended family, it was boyfriends, girlfriends, everyone. So I think there was around 50 people there, and we did the ho ho homicide. No,
Yeah.
not the birthday, because the guy whose birthday it was Santa. I won't give too much away, but he was Santa. And oh, it was hilarious. It was just the most amount of fun, I think.
Well, do you know what is so funny is that a lot of people don't realize that, and I know that there's different variations of murder mysteries that people do here in Ireland, but the one that we have found works really well is a murder mystery where the guests become the characters in the story. And what a lot of people don't realize is that among them, one of them is the victim and one of them is the murderer, but neither of them will know until the night of the event.
Yeah, and that's quite funny because when they arrive, the first thing everyone's saying to me is like, am I going to be killed? Am I going to be killed? Like, because they don't know, but there's that excitement. But for me, for sure, working from out on the menu, I just love getting like the schedule and looking through and seeing what nights I'm doing, because I kind of plan my costumes, because as hosts, we really get into it, you know. So I love to see what we're doing and what I'm going to be wearing for the month, you know, different nights.
Yeah.
But the quiz now, I have to say, when I first heard we were doing quiz nights, I was kind of like, oh, you know. But when I saw the quiz night being done and all the buzzers and the lights and all the visuals and the music and everything, it really is more than just what we would think quiz nights were.
Absolutely. Like, you know, the quiz, even though the game show activity can be done with great social distancing, because you can kind of spread people out a little bit, it is so competitive and it is such a exciting environment to see people competing to, you know, hit the buzzer, to answer the questions. And for the last year, we really kind of just targeted our corporate clients for that. But this year we have also developed a hen party kind of Mr. and Mrs. game show. So it's a series of rounds of questions that are kind of more themed towards like a female demographic into hen parties. But then there is also a Mr. and Mrs. round at the end where we have pre-recorded answers from the groom himself, and we quiz the bride to see how well she knows the groom. So it's great fun. It's going to be a great addition to what we already do. And I think that the hen parties are really going to love it.
Yeah, and not just Mr. and Mrs., but I'm sure we'll have Miss and Miss and Mr. and Mr. because
Mr. Mrs. Yeah, absolutely. Mr. Mr. Mrs. and Mrs.
Yeah, I'd say one real rememberable hen party that I did for you was to brides, and it was just amazing because they had their own friends, but then they had joint friends, and they were there, and it was just the most amount of fun. That was a really cool one as well. There's been so many. I also love. I was trying to work out which is my favorite one because it is hard to pick. I think my favorite one is actually the 80s prom night.
Really?
Yeah, because anytime I've done the 80s prom night, everyone dresses up. Everyone comes.
Yeah.
As soon as they arrive, you know, if they're a cheerleader, a jacko, you know, whatever character they are. And it's really cool for them afterwards because when they leave us, then they go, of course, they get complimentary night club entrance and all the stuff that comes with the package that we did. And they're off on town and everyone can see their characters, you know.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of fun.
So I mean, I think just to kind of touch on that, like we have always celebrated diversity at Murder on the Menu. We have, you know, welcomed, you know, any group, any, you know, kind of whoever's getting married, we welcome everybody. And we do our best to try to customize things as much as we can. Although it is a little bit more difficult with the murder mystery, it is much easier to customize the questions for the game show activity. But I would agree. I actually think that the 80s is such an iconic you know, era for so many people that it is a favorite. I think I mean, I love all of them. I love I love the Oscar theme because people really kind of go crazy with that. But the '80s for sure. I mean, we're talking the neon, you know, fingerless gloves are back, and the crimpers. I don't know where these girls find these crimpers to crimp their hair, and the headbands and the leggings. But I mean, it's a blast to go and kind of relive that. And of course, the host of that party is the principal, because it's set at a, you know, like a high school prom party. So that's always fun to be able to be that character and turn the lights on and off and get people's attention and walk around with a ruler and all that good crack.
And also one corporate event I did, I'm not going to say the company because we don't kind of have permission from them directly, I've just thought of it now. But one of them was, I think it was the Flapper, the 20s, the Tommy Gun juice bar one. And
Yeah.
the guys all came dressed as the women, and the women all came dressed as the guys. And it was
Yeah.
hilarious. We just had the most amount of fun, like, because no one took each other serious. But the funny thing was, these were two different departments of work that hadn't physically met each other before.
Yeah.
So they were just so much fun.
Do you know, I did a joint hen party in Carrick and Shannon probably back in 2014, and it was two brides getting married, and so I arrived to help set up, and we did it at a self-catering apartment in Carrick and Shannon. So the groups were kind of split up into different apartments and whatnot. So we're waiting for this couple to arrive. And when they arrived, the surprise was that the couple switched characters. So she was dressed up as the man, he was dressed up as the woman. But what I didn't realize at the time, that everybody told me afterwards, was that the man, who was clean shaven when he came in, the man had shaved his beard off, which was like down to here, and his girlfriend took the beard and glued it on to her face. It was the most unusual thing I think I've ever seen. It's by far been one of the biggest highlights over like the last 6 years. But that was probably one of the funniest and most shocking moments. I mean, it was hilarious to see them walk through and see that they had switched characters, but then to know that she glued on his beard was
my face. Was it even more shocking than the party you arrived to where they had actual coffins in the basement?
Yeah, we had done a Halloween event last year in Derry, for a hotel up there, and the hotel owner knew the undertaker and had borrowed a casket for the event. So people came in for dinner, and there's this giant casket, and we had one of those kind of Halloween zombie kind of things laying in the casket, and that was, you know, that was kind of our prop for the night, which was great fun.
So no doubt about it, we're gonna just wrap up because 15 minutes is never enough on the plus side.
It goes so fast, yeah.
It goes so fast, but definitely for sure. I think we got people excited. I'm excited. I can't wait to get back to hosting Murder on the Menu parties again because yeah, I have so much fun doing it. Don't tell my boss, but it's not like going to work.
Well, the good news is that you know, we're getting a good, strong, steady stream of inquiries at the moment. We have bookings as soon as August 28th of this year, and they are as far back now as May 21st, 2021.
Yeah.
So, you know, things are happening now. So hopefully you won't have to wait too much longer to get back hosting events again.
And of course, we have loads of lovely hosts. There's not just myself and Bruce, there's a whole team of us in nearly every county in Ireland. So we can cater wherever you are and whatever you want to do. I get going back to work, we're just going to be so flexible. Everyone is. That's the thing. Safety first, catering people's needs. And I believe Bruce is, I'm allowed to give away that he's actually negotiating some really cool deals when it comes to hen packages. So
yeah, so I mean, because so many hens have missed out, and you know, hotels are obviously suffering at the moment. We're reaching out to all of our hotel partners. We're trying to secure the best room rates with the best dinner rates, and of course, you know, we're offering great value ourselves to package a whole weekend for people that are looking to get away, as you know, hopefully as soon as August. Of course, all of this is, you know, pending any new developments with the pandemic and any new sort of announcements from the government in terms of social distancing. But I am really confident that what we've come up with, the level of protection that we're looking to provide to our clients in terms of, you know, just covering their mouth and you know, washing their hands. The activities themselves last, you know, up to about 2 hours. So, you know, we're just really focused on making sure that people are confident and that they're safe and well looked after, just as they would be, you know, if they'd come to any of our events earlier. It's just a little bit different now with some of the challenges we have in front of us.
that's great. Bruce, a pleasure as always talking to you. I can't wait to see you in the flesh and give you a big hug and be like, yeah.
I know. I know, me too. This has been a great experience. You know, Sharon, one of the things that I've always loved about you is, especially, I mean, one of the things that I've always loved about you is your personality and the positivity and the great energy that you bring. You bring that to our clients every single time you host an event. It has really improved our business and it has made such a great connection. But the work that you do with Ireland's Got Curves, you know, I'm just so happy that I know you. I think the work that you do is tremendous. I think the way that you help lift women up. I come from a family with, you know, obviously a mother, and I had 2 older sisters. So there was a lot of female energy in our house growing up. And I just think it's great, everything that you're doing. And I thank you. And I know that your boot camp and your shows and stuff have all been affected by this. I look forward to when they get rescheduled, and I'll definitely be there.
I'm blushing. Only from Brown, you can't tell. Thank you so much, Bruce. And
no worries.
Thanks so much for watching. My head's just rolled to a casino. And we'll see you next Wednesday at 8 o'clock on the Plus Side.